Well, hello and good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you today. I'm Ricky Salvage, your President of Sales for North America. Happy Monday, August 12th. We are currently streaming live into our US Facebook group. So good morning to everyone there. And we are streaming live into our Canada Facebook group. So good morning to all the Canadians as well. You guys, let's get going. I love seeing in the chat where you are tuning in from all over North America. So put it in there right now so we can see where you are tuning in from. All right. I am really excited to be talking about some new products this Monday morning that we are getting ready to launch. So I hope you guys get your pens and papers and get ready to learn. Let's jump in. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you think of skincare concerns, when you think of some issues that you want to address, what are those for you? Put them in the chat right now. What are some of the biggest skincare concerns that you or your customers have?
Couldn't you come earlier? I was doing nothing before.
Okay, hang on. We do have a little feedback coming on. So if for everyone who's on the call, if we can jump on mute. Fantastic. I know everyone's excited. Okay, awesome. So throw in the chat there. What are your biggest skincare concerns? You guys, I know for me and for several people out there, the two biggest skincare concerns for most consumers is finding powerful solutions that combat the signs of aging and uneven skin tone. Those are my two biggest, and I know for the majority of people, those are your skincare concerns as well. So guess what? Let's address those today. Now, retinol is definitely a popular choice, okay? So if you think about maintaining a youthful, vibrant complexion, that struggle is real. And we spend countless hours, men and women, countless hours and money searching for that unicorn product. The unicorn product that's going to deliver radiant, healthy looking skin. And retinol is a popular choice because it gives such impressive results. In fact, 1/4 of US consumers specifically look for a retinol in their skincare products. Okay, let's talk about the price. Retinols can come at a price, and we're not just talking about our wallets. There is a lot of sensitivity and irritation that can become with retinols as well. They cause increased sun sensitivity, skin peeling, inflammation, dryness, irritation, and burning. And they're leaving us wondering, why does beauty have to be so painful? But we still are using these products. Why? Consumers want more, you guys. We want more aggressive anti-aging products, but without all those negative reactions. 71% say that their skincare needs are not being met. Consumers, 73% of women surveyed around the globe use skincare products to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, but only 15% of people believe that they work well. And 90% of women surveyed have experienced frustration in finding skincare products that actually work for them. So here we go. Nu Skin has the solution for you. Let's say hello to a radiant skin with ageLOC Two-Phase Peptide Retinol Complex, the oh so gentle retinol solution. You guys, who says that this unicorn product doesn't exist? I know several of you have tried this product, whether you got it at the Team Elite trip or you came to live and purchased this product for yourself and have been using it. I know that you guys are loving this product because you keep messaging me about it, which I love. And so not only to combat the signs of aging, I want you to also say hello to our Cica Balm that is going to help soothe your skin and neutralize that uneven skin tone that we are talking about. And you guys, I hope you're excited. This is where you need to get your pens and your papers and get ready to write down all of this sciencey ingredients and learn the clinicals and the reason why these products are truly the best. And here to help me do that today, give her a big round of applause in the chat. You guys, we have Casey Hawley, our manager at New Skin for our research and development, claims, communication, and education. Welcome, Casey Hawley.
Awesome. I'm so excited to be here. Ricky, that was a very eloquent introduction that really captures the essence of what we're struggling with, right? There's this problem with premature aging. There's this great response option for it, but then how do we get the best out of it, right? Without having to struggle. I am super excited to get here and to be able to talk about science behind retinol, why it's so popular as an anti-aging ingredient, and how our product really sets itself apart from the rest. So, why would you choose peptide retinol complex? I'm so glad you asked. Well, first let's talk about retinols, or actually retinoids. Retinoids are a class of ingredients, okay? And retinoic acid is what is a vitamin A derivative that is actually used by the skin. But retinoic acid isn't available as a cosmetic or a personal care ingredient in most of the markets in which we do business. Because it's considered to be a drug because it acts right there on the receptor in your skin. The next step down from that, though, is you have retinaldehydes or retinols. So that's an AL at the end, okay? Retinols or retinaldehydes, the skin then can convert into retinoic acid. And so those are available in cosmetic products. But because they are so potent, they're only that one step away from the retinoic acid, they have a lot of irritation side effects to it. One step away from retinol or retinaldehyde is retinol, OL. So retinol has to be converted to retinol, and then retinol gets converted into retinoic acid in your skin. So you can see as we get further away, we don't get as many of those side effects, those burning, itching, flakiness, right? But you also kind of step away from that potency also. And then last, we have retinol esters. And retinol esters are used quite a bit. They're not really sensitizing, but they just don't pack the punch that the other retinoids do. And it's because of this that it's been really difficult to formulate a product that we feel is going to be truly effective, but also fits into our all of the good, none of the bad, do no harm. But the cosmetic industry has really adjusted. They've started to find new and better alternatives. And the first is a retinoic acid ester, okay? So again, thinking about the class of retinoids, right? Retinoic acid, it's an ester of that. So it's really close to what's being available on the receptor, but it's like a half step away, not all the way to the retinol, but that ester aspect of the retinoic acid actually makes it so that it's not, doesn't come with some of that irritating side effects, but it's still super, super potent. Then the next thing we have is not just that one retinoid, but we have a second retinoid and we have retinol in there. And this retinol is actually encapsulated in a polymer. And because it's encapsulated in this polymer, it has a slower release or absorption in the skin. And that slow absorption makes it so it doesn't come with the sensitization that typical retinols will have. So now we've got a retinoic acid ester, which will work very, very quickly. And then a retinol that works a little bit more slowly, but both of them have been formulated or developed to not cause any of those typical side effects that people get with retinol. So that's really exciting. But what truly sets our product apart, if you ask me, is this advanced peptide technology. So I'm sure you're thinking, oh, but you know what? There's lots of products on the market that have peptides in them. And that's true. But our peptide was identified through AI. And the reason for that is because AI can help take what usually will last months, if not years, to find the right combination of amino acids to develop a really optimized peptide, right? So this peptide has great benefits on its own, but then has been further researched to actually have benefits by boosting your retinol. So think about that for a minute. We've got two retinoids plus a peptide that is a retinol booster. We also have our ageLOC blend and then the jojoba and 4-TB. So we'll talk about those ingredients too in just a minute. So back to the peptide. This peptide has very rapid results, and because it has these rapid results, we're getting, again, these benefits that people are seeing in 1 to 2 weeks. It's still doesn't cause, even though it can boost the benefits of retinol, it doesn't cause additional irritation, and it's been clinically proven. So this really makes it different because, like I said, lots of products have peptides in them, even retinols that have peptides in it, but not a peptide that boosts the retinol and a peptide that works as quickly as this one does. Then the next thing that sets us apart is this jojoba 4-TB blend. This jojoba 4-TB blend was included to help soothe, hydrate, and calm. So it's kind of some extra insurance in the formula, because if you do start to get some of those, if you're one of those individuals that is a little bit more sensitive and you start to get some of those side effects, it can kind of swoop in and help to offset that. Jojoba is probably an ingredient that you've heard before. We have it in different products. 4-TB, we've strategically decided to call the ingredient that. It's actually 4-T-butylcyclohexanol. All right, so it sounds very, very sciencey, but it's ironically, it does come from more than 50% natural origins. So we've got these two ingredients that can actually help offset some of those typical retinol purge type of symptoms that sometimes accompany these types of products. And then lastly, we have our ageLOC blend to target the sources of aging. Now, because peptide retinol complex is an overall anti-aging ingredient product, right? We've stuck to our kind of our classic ageLOC blend for this product. So an ageLOC blend that is going to help target the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It's going to help target firmness. It's going to help target cell turnover. It's going to help target hydration. It's going to help target dyspigmentation. So an overall anti-aging blend, because this is an overall anti-aging product. So what are the benefits, right? Again, we've got this advanced peptide technology that can boost the benefits of retinol. It's fast acting. You really don't have to wait very long. But even though it's fast acting, right, you can actually see those benefits because it's not going to have those common side effects of retinol. You're not going to get that drying and flakiness. And because it does have these retinoids or these retinols, it's going to work with your skin's natural renewal process to minimize the visible signs of skin damage and all those host of anti-aging concerns that we have. So you would use it at night. This is very typical for retinol products, to use it in the evening after cleansing and toning, but before you moisturize. But again, because it does expedite that cell turnover, you're going to want to make sure that you use a sunscreen during the day. So hopefully you're already doing this, but double down on it. You definitely don't want to skip it if you're using a retinol. But where does it actually fit in my whole regimen? So here you can see all of the steps laid out. You cleanse, you tone, you treat, you moisturize, protect, and you make up. And obviously, ageLOC True Face Peptide Retinol is going to fit in this treatment step. But if you're using other products like ageLOC True Face Essence Ultra, right, it all fits here. So if you're using like line corrector or maybe a treatment product from a core system, the where you put it in this step probably doesn't matter. I would suggest using the product that you want to get the most out of first, and then go down the line. With the one exception, you always use ageLOC True Face Essence Ultra right before you moisturize, and let me tell you why. This product in the little pearls has a silicone base to it, and that silicone base is what gives it that oh so lovely feel, that smoothing on your skin. But that silicone can actually inhibit products from being absorbed after you put it on. So you would want to make sure that you put your other ageLOC True Face products or your other treatment products on first, and then you kind of seal them in with these silicones as opposed to inhibiting them if you were to put them on afterwards. All right, so why you'll love it. Again, retinol and this peptide, they will help with the appearance of lines and wrinkles. They will help with, decrease the appearance of dyspigmentation. They will help with skin firmness. They will do the whole gamut. But then we also have the jojoba 4-TB blend to soothe and hydrate and calm your skin, and our ageLOC blend to really target the sources of aging. So now let's get into the clinical substantiation, because we all know that this is where Casey really, really geeks out. But I want to start off with some imaging, because the imaging from our study really, really blew us away. So here you can see, this is from an in-house evaluation that we did. You can see the pre-application, right? So what they used right beforehand, and then at 2 weeks. And just look at that image. Look at the clarity and the brightness that the individual has after just 2 weeks of using the product. And again, here's another before and after at 8 weeks. And like I said, you get all these host of benefits, but when I look at these pictures, like clarity is the word that just keeps coming to my mind. The skin, like overall, like just has this overall clear as glass kind of essence to it. And that's really popular over in Asia, but I think we're all going to see it and we're going to want it and crave it at the same time. So let's get into the numbers, right? So this is based off expert grading, and this is based on a small study of 10 individuals between 30 and 65 years of age. They used ageLOC True Face Peptide Retinol Complex at night for 12 weeks. And this is the 2-week results. So at 2 weeks, 70% of the subjects were already showing a reduction in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and 60% were already showing a reduction in the appearance of pores. We were seeing some benefits underneath the eye, even though the product is not an eye product. So it's not an eye product. You don't want to apply it on your eyelids or anything, but even just with your typical usage, you're getting those types of benefits. And half of the subjects were seeing improvements in radiance and luminosity. But when we get to the end of the study at 12 weeks, the numbers just pop up even more. So at the end of the study, 90% of the subjects had a reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. 90% of the subjects had a reduction in the appearance of their pores. 100% of the subjects had an improvement in their skin texture. 70% had a reduction in crow's feet, and 90% had improvements in improved contour and firmness. So just think about this. 9 out of 10 subjects saw some of these benefits, and 100% of the subjects saw improved texture. Those are really, really great odds. Now, we did another study. This one was in-house, and this was for 8 weeks. And this is the self-perception results. 80% of the participants said that their skin looks and feels more healthy and energized. And 80% said that their pores looked tighter. 80% said their complexion looks brighter. That's that glassy clarity type of benefit. 83% said their skin looks and feels rejuvenated. And there's more. So we're not done quite yet. 93% said they had that brighter complexion. 97 said, so sorry, I should go back. I apologize. The previous data was at just 1 week, and this data is at the end of 8 weeks. So my apologies, I wasn't more clear on that. So at the end of the study, 93% had brighter complexion, 97% said that their pores looked tighter, 97% said that their skin looked more luminous, 97% said that it was youth promoting, 100% had less visible wrinkles, and 100% said they had youthful plumpness. Now, those are some odds I think we can really all get behind. So, what could make it even better? Well, if you put your hands together, right? If you put your pearls and your peptide retinol complex together, so always again, lead with your peptide retinol complex, finish with your pearls morning and night, peptide retinol complex just at night. And this is what you get, right? And we did a study. Again, it was a smaller study with 10 participants. But when you put this pair of products together, at 2 weeks, the grader noted that 70% of the subjects had a reduction in lines and wrinkles. 60% of them showed improvement in their pores. Another 60% said a reduction in under eye puffiness, and 50% said again that you had that improvement in radiance and luminosity. But at the end of the study, 90% of the subjects showed a reduction in lines and wrinkles. 90% showed reduction in their pores. 100% had improvement in texture. 70% had a reduction in crow's feet. And 90% of the subjects had improvement in contour, firmness, lifted appearance. So you can really see how you get greater benefits when you use these two products together, which is super exciting.